Hi guys, now you're probably wondering why I've got a towel. It's because my hair's a mess and it's nearly bedtime. But before I go to bed, it's that time again. Which is better? Tales from the Morgue or Dawn of the Nine? Let's get into it. So there are no flaws in this release. The music, the vocals, the guitars, the production, mixing quality are all superb. Facts about this album. Did you know that this album is going to be 10 years old this year? And it has a dynamic feel to it. The Swedish sound is alive and well, but this album sounds distinct. It sounds slightly different from the early wave of Swedish death metal, that is. But it still contains that old school Swedish death metal vibe that we all love. Don't get me wrong, I know you love it. The guitars are totally oozing original riffs and likeable too. All kinds of tempos, they keep on changing, but it never gets stagnant or boring. The tone of picking here is in full swing. Every song has its own identity. The vocals are brutal, but the guitar, but it can only shift. What I like about this album is that the guitar smoothly change tempos, and some songs start out slow, they end up being a lot faster. I also like that they fiddle around with some clean guitars here and there. The leads are mostly slow, but I think the combination of intensity and easing up a bit at times made the album sound a bit diverse, but still oozing that death metal, by the way, in absolute vigoring fashion. I thought that the sound quality of the album was pretty impressive and that it gave off that fresh, atmospheric impression. It stands out, but a bit softer. Vocals don't over-dominate the music, it just sounds about right. What also stands out is that they have a similar guitar sound, but the riffs and the quality of the music is just different. A few albums can pull this off, by the way. Now, when this album came out, many fans were impressed, which showed a lot of black metal influence and featured more clever songwriting. However, it was a departure from the band's to the point galloping death metal warhorse trademark, which we're all familiar with when it comes to Unleashed. But whenever I listen to Dawn of the Nine, at first I didn't know what to quite expect, but knowing that's Unleashed, I knew my expectations were high, and it was a good album. I mean, it's Unleashed, come on. What? Do I need to say any more? Yeah, I do. But I wondered if the band would take a step back to that old school death metal style, or tread further on the path of Oldham and expand that style. What makes this album great is that Unleashed somehow managed to sound fresh and inspiration that they've done in ages. Tracks like Where's Your God, Welcome the Son of Four just run straight away, are reminiscent of classics like Before the Creation of Time, Onward into Countless Battles, To As God We Fly, whereas songs like Land of a Thousand Lakes feels incredibly fresh and interesting, and they're just jammed with killer death metal riffs, in particular Welcome Son of Four, a track which probably contains the best chorus, one of the best choruses I've ever heard in ages. It's powerful, melodic, charm-worthy, completely unforgettable. However, this album scales back the black metal elements somewhat, focusing more on the death metal sound. However, the elements of black metal are still present in this album on songs like They Came to Die, an absolutely killer track. But the Slayer song here is The Bolt Thrower. This track truly lives up to its name, containing absolutely crushing death metal riffs, Bolt Thrower-esque ones that are reminiscent of Bolt Thrower's album The Fourth Crusade. There is also the epic title track, which something Unleashed rarely do, but it's dark, moody, atmospheric, but well executed and powerful nonetheless. The production is also very good. Johnny's bass tone here is absolutely tasty. It cuts right through the mix really well and adds a great deal to not only the album's brutality but also adds to the atmosphere. Speaking, I think Johnny Headland is an underrated bassist and vocalist as well. On top of the killer bass playing on this album, Johnny's vocals are incredible here, but when are they not? Which should not be a surprise, delivering some of his best stuff in ages. So there you have it, guys. Which album do you think is better? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.